Kia ora, ladies and gentlemen, students and guests. It gives me great pleasure this evening to be participating in the celebration of launching the Innovative Young Minds Program 2018. First and foremost, this year I'm absolutely excited to be working with Hayley, one of our alumni, as the brand ambassadors and the new interns for IYM. We're really excited as we gain some new skills under our belts. We all know that for too long, discriminatory stereotypes have prevented women or even young girls from having an equal access to education and or careers in science, technology, engineering, maths, and manufacturing, the fields we call STEM. As a student who studies these subjects, I know that these stereotypes are flat wrong, simply because we're just as capable as boys or men are. Often, because of these stereotypes, we are denied the chance to realize our potential and, of course, deprive the world of ingenuity and innovation. I've experienced the gender gap in technology classes firsthand at school, where I always find myself asking, where are all the girls? Asking myself this question all the time made me want to contribute to changing things. And what I discovered through the years is that boys continue to study STEM subjects or careers, while most of girls end it all in the 6th grade or earlier, or maybe even a bit later. Maybe it's because they lose interest, or maybe because they strive for perfection. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong in striving for perfection. But my belief is that by instilling in young girls the idea that they should strive for perfection, they learn to settle for what ensures success, rather than taking the risks and challenges needed to propel girls and women forward in school, work, and life. An HP report found that men will apply for a job if they meet only 60% of the qualifications, but women will apply if they meet 100% of the qualifications. There have been times when I myself decided not to apply for many jobs because I didn't meet any of those qualifications. Now, if there's anything we can learn from the men through the statistic, it's to believe in our own self-worth. Simply because that's the key to excelling in whatever you want to do or whatever you are doing right now. This is one of the barriers that we hope to tackle through the Innovative Young Minds program. To have opportunities in the STEM field available for young women and to inspire them. To be working or studying a STEM-related subject doesn't mean you need to be interested in it or crazy passionate about STEM, as long as you're able to maintain the interest and even if you're just curious. Going beyond is both a myth and gender stereotype that it's been built of STEM field as a masculine one, requiring the kind of intellectual ability, stamina, creativity, hard work, and tenacity. Attributes that women and girls are falsely seen not to inherently possess or capable of acquiring. Then there is also the usual issue of women in STEM careers, either being deterred by or dropping out due to care responsibilities they have to disproportionately bear, and combined with punishing schedules and demands of STEM careers. The patriarchal environment of the STEM fields it's not always inviting nor nurturing for them either. This is why IYM was created, to foster an environment that nourishes the interest, talent, and intellectual capital of girls in STEM education, training and careers to address these structural barriers and gender gaps that we are experiencing right now. My experience at IYM has definitely been a huge eye-opener. I know that all of us girls alumni can say that, especially in terms of providing all of us an excellent insight into what I consider are some very useful career options available in the STEM field for women. It was fascinating to watch ourselves discover our potential, recognizing our passions and interests, connecting them to STEM, and realizing our individual self-worth while making lifelong friendships, all in just 1 week. There was so much creativity, innovation, and an endless learning process with the girls that really showed me how effective girl empowerment is and how effective this program is. In my opinion, IYM really created a pipeline of young innovators throughout the program by building a sense of sisterhood and support. It really got us thinking about how we can be change makers. I returned from IYM with a renewed sense of interest in STEM education and having fueled my passion to be a creator of technology rather than just being the consumers. I wanted to know what it's like to be on the other side. After IYM, I've been buzzing with inspiration, and I've decided to start my own girls' clothing club at school to provide girls with exposure to coding with an aim to ending the the gender gap in technology, one girl at a time. Coding allows girls to connect their passion with technology, allowing them to be building the future they want to live in. Finally, I want to remind you that Innovative Young Minds stands ready to continue to work in this area at all levels with relevant partners to advocate, advance female involvement in the STEM field. Together, we hope to advance females in science, technology and innovation for achieving gender equality. Together, we must ensure that women's participation in innovation is not the exception, but becomes the norm of life and work. I also want to remind you young ladies here today, the applications are now open, so get going.